Alright, let's see. Okay, it looks like it checks out for the moment. Just nudge this over. So, hello, good evening, and welcome back. I will go ahead and apologize for not getting another stream out yesterday. Just really, really was not feeling it. And hell, yard work kind of kicked my ass, so this was a bit later than I'd planned today. Uh, what did I do off stream? I resolved the sound puzzle. It actually was a lot simpler than I thought it was. I figured it would be a little more problematic than it was. But the way it eventually boiled down was buttons 2 and 5 were deep, with 2 being deeper and 5 having a secondary tone to it. 1 and 6 were both a very high pitched, well, not high pitched, but were definitely more resonant than the others, with 6 having a more striking theme to it and 1 just being more robust, I guess you could say. 3 was the quietest, and 4 was more of a chime. So it took a bit to get a feel for it, because I'll admit, while I do use headphones, I'm not the best with, well, it's not quite phonetic. Well, I'm not the best with oral rhythm, we'll say. But essentially, what it boiled down to was 3 series of 5 sounds back to back, and you had to punch them all in exactly. The game's actually pretty lenient though, because you could like hear the series and then go to a preview that wouldn't ruin things. And depending on your difficulty, some of the buttons wouldn't work in the preview. But overall, went better than expected. So I got the 2 pieces Freak wanted and came back here and saved. But yeah, that's about it. So we're going to jump into this and hopefully wrap it up tonight as far as Freak's questline, which in turn will let us take care of stuff from Oculus. And then we might even loop back around and finally go back to other quest chains that I have left woefully untouched until now. But yeah, that's it. We are back up to pace. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. So let's just get on with it. Yes, found the items you asked for. Hand them over the. Which, by the way, for quest item, the penetrator core is 25 units of weight. I don't think any other quest item of that nature has an explicit weight except maybe one item, and that's at the end game. So that took me by surprise. Alright, time to start the gig. He picks up the components you provided him with and walks over to the power grid. He plants the core on the floor and attaches the remote controller at the designated spot. After that, he takes the high voltage power cables and plugs them. Okay, I think that's a typo. Plugs them in both the penetrator's core and the power grid itself. Using his glove, he presses several buttons on the controller, and a tame buzzing sound starts to emit from the core. Let's see. He turns over to his personal computer. The readings are good, but I can see how we can push it even further. Go down to the room below and then head east. You'll find some boilers there. I'll need you to flip the switches on these bad boys. Once you're done, seek their control console and see how the system handles all that pressure. If an option presents itself to pop the system off, do it. I'll stay here and monitor all the changes. If I recall correctly, there should be around 10 boilers. Gives you a thumbs up. Watch your step. I need to watch my step. Yeah, it might get electric down there. I've tangled with those boilers before, and let me tell you, they can be quite lethal. What do the readings tell you? I'm trying to trigger the safety mechanisms of this entire facility. In order to do that, I need to break some of its designed limitations. Let's just say that right now, we're at about 90%. There's no telling what'll happen after that. Alright, on my way. Oh, and 3 oddity points for that, so nice. We are at 18 out of 30, going to level 21. Now, the good news is we kind of already did most of the stuff outside trying to open certain doors. So, unless the spiders have since respawned, which is a valid concern, we should be fine. Yummy, yummy, a burger in your tummy? Well, I'm glad you had something solid then, Bill. Now, is this just because it was a burger and you haven't had one in a while, or is this actually a particularly outstanding burger? Oh, a little, a little pink won't kill you, but yeah, I can see why that would bother you. I remember the one time I actually had a buffalo burger. That stuff was just, so mine was fine, right? But my dad's was so pink, he was like, I'm done. And he left it to whoever wanted to cook it the rest of the way through. We never went back to that burger smith. Oh, okay. So when you say thickness of a ruler, we're talking what, a few centimeters, if that? Okay. I like how the spiders aren't even here and I'm still running into the webs. Hey, so long as it was good, right? Tonight's meal was a glorious mishmash of pasta MREs with chili with beans and some super off-brand mac and cheese. It got the job done, though. Can I interact with anything down here right now? Did we break the quest? Yeah, I can't really comment on handling all of that meat yourself. I've only so far had to deal with raw chicken, and while that was a unique case, we've got hamburger meat in there. I just don't feel like dealing anything with it. And hey, so you did finish the Lonesome Road then, right? Seem to be involved in many dangerous activities. What gives? It ain't a crunch if it ain't dangerous. What would be the point in crunching it then? Oh, you're almost there? Alright. Let me be more clear. What are you really doing here? Connect the dots, it ain't fusion reaction math. Ugh. He shrugs his shoulders before going back to his work. Ah, okay. Yeah, so since you've done all of the, well, all the other ones and you're working on this one now, um, so Lonely Hearts, or no, Honest Hearts, is pretty solid in regards to who it introduces, but to me it was the weakest. Dead Money was a unique experience that had its own like mini story you could discover. But the height of it has to be Old World Blues just because of the sheer amount of wacky content it has. And then of course The Lonely Road. It's the chef's kiss, the cherry on top. Radio system, was that you trying to pinpoint stuff through the environment, or was that what caused your collar to go beep beep boom? Couldn't you destroy them or disable them? All right, so we do still need to do something here. I can't. Well, actually, I can believe you're going to roll for them, even though you've got them in P5. Just keep in mind, all you need to do is get a sixth copy. After that, you can get Bond. That is all you would need to do to have a perfect. That's even worse. That means you're knowingly wasting resources. But oh well. You know, you do you. Also, well then. Oh yeah, so even though it's technically, yeah, okay. Eventually you do get to explore the entirety of the Sierra Madre though, so it's fine. So let's check over here. Ooh. Yeah, when you leave it's done, but you know, it is what it is, right? Oh. That's why. This is what he meant. Alright. Yeah, what was the value to those? Was it just, I forgot, was it just they're really valuable, but they're so heavy you can't feasibly get many of them out? Oh yeah, that would be it. And let me guess, 10,000 caps per or something? 9 to 10. Okay. Ow. Oh. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna hate this super hard. Yeah, most merch. Well, you say that you could bring it to the gun runners and use them as a way to get the super expensive stuff. Um, let's see. Retail power. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. The event for FGO, I tried prodding some of those challenges, right? And it's like, wow, you just want to completely ruin things for me, don't you, game? Ooh, ooh. Good thing we saved. So let's actually turn the speed down because it's probably going to be the cause of death otherwise. Ooh. Why is that, Bill? Oh yeah, no, so this, anytime you see this in a dungeon, Bill, don't stand near it. It will kill you. There is only one exception, and that's a specific psi power that you can't actually move while it's up, so... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Oh, so it's 106,000. I don't even think it's possible to, I mean, you could get a copy of Crane. Like, I know that they're a meme, but it is a unique niche that they cater to. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is such a death trap. Jeez. Oh, and then of course, if you click on the wrong pixel, just die. Holy shit. Yeah, if you're going for the things that benefit from Commando, that sounds like it's a reasonable. Oh, yeah, we're going to be here a good bit. The carbine does sound like a good focus. All right, so I need to get to the first one immediately. Wait. Four shots in VATS kills a Deathclaw. That's pretty good. Oh boy. I like how he being Stig adds Freak as an alternative to an existing quest line to get story progress. And then it seems like every quest he and then it seems like every quest he puts in here for the dude is uniquely terrible. Well, alright, that is unfair. The sound puzzle was actually fine. So let's go ahead and save here. I'll have to look at that at some point. Ooh, okay. We'll need to be snappier on that. Is there a reason he didn't put Melt in EX? Because they kind of do the job well. Hmm. So maybe wait, get to the transition, and then wait again. No, because then you get shocked like within a second. Is Percival better? I thought he was single target. Pardon me. Alright, let's position the camera appropriately. Or just wait for both, I guess. Oh, he is AoE. Does he have what does he got then? Does he drain from the party as well, or does he just have a chunky battery? You know, getting out of here is actually going to be terrible. I'll look in just a second, Bill. Wait, it was already passed. Okay, well, I guess I'll look now. So I guess if you're in a challenge quest, the invincibility and heal would matter, but, okay. Oh, does he have better raw damage on the NP then? And I assume one of those is on the NP and therefore loopable? Oops. Oh, the NP, okay. And I'm assuming it's 3 turns. Yeah, I'm not seeing it either. Like, don't get me wrong. Better damage potential, probably. But I'm not seeing the loop potential. Alright, this is going to be spicy for a bit. Maybe I can get out and... Oh, it would have actually been quicker to just walk off that way. Oh, then yeah, I'm not seeing it then. Maybe it's just he has a higher damage potential? Oh, I didn't come here before. I'm digging all the new skill checks on things. Nice. I mean, obviously this wasn't the thing I was looking for, but... Well... The extra hit, though... I guess that could be a game changer. Because think about it, 3 with .76, that's what, 2.28 versus... Yeah. It's probably his raw loop potential, even though, yes, Melt does have effectively a 60% battery with double Castoria systems. I think I can walk the full way around all this, so... Wait, he... Does he seriously have an Imperial Privilege-esque ability? They haven't learned their lesson yet? Okay, no, you do have to get back on the railing. Oh, okay. I would be okay with Imperial Privilege if the person with it had something that, you know, offset it. Like, you know, Ozzy. Ozzy's got his own built-in success rate up, so now it's no longer an issue. Thing is, he's not really going to be multi-NPing anytime soon. Yeah, but then you need them in order to do the guarantee. Oh, I guess I can loop around on the left side. But I mean, I get why it's got that huge chance of failure. If you actually get a level 10 Imperial Privilege off, the gains are huge, but Okay, guess we're going to need to tinker with more. So we need 4 more. Oh boy. Can't jump. Does not have a 50% attack up. Oh, and of course I can't use combat. Oh, I can use combat. Oh, this just became super easy. Okay then, never mind. Oh, for 1 turn, okay. Okay, yeah, never mind. This is actually super easy. You just need to, have stuff on the ready. I mean, yes, but... So... Oh, that's just great. Oh, jeez. And there we go. Problem solved. We're done. Is there any other switch? There is not. See, I thought, oh, I can just, like interact with the jumpables in combat. That'll be fine. No, you can just completely mess this up that way. That's great. I love that. So we are good now, right? Warning, warning, water pool cooling, critical temperature detected. All boiling units have exceeded allowed thresholds. Emergency protocol is now available. Immediately disengage the heating units. Let me save. I don't think it matters if I do it that way or not. But just in case he makes a huff, disable all heating units. Error. Compute cooling. Error. Whoopsie. Oh, there was a hidden door. Emergency exit now available. Proceed to the east and take shelter within the secure room. Sure. Also, got 2 oddity points. Oh, I should go back into stealth. There's a Korean FGO streamer with a BB VTuber model. Look, I'm gonna be entirely real with you. I would almost... Oh boy. I would almost be willing to try VTubing if... Okay, we're just gonna save real quick. I'd be okay with VTubing if, I had the hardware already here and I was sure it wouldn't screw things up, but I don't know. At the same time, it might not be for me. But, hey, they knew what the community liked, right? Yeah, just kill them before they can kill you. That's all you gotta do. Like, that's literally all you gotta do. So... I feel like if I interact with the modified one, if they had a break bar, that'd be messed up. Just have a targetable taunt. Oh no, it's a chain sword. Oh, we're not going to be able to equip that. That is such a shame. Alright, hold up. I need to, This is where I would put my Gouda poster girl. If I had one! Alright, so let's see. Expose weakness. Pop her speed up. Uh... hmm. Yeah, maybe I should reload and not walk right up to him before EMPing him. Better yet, just don't start combat in stealth. Hee so you don't have Poster Girl, but couldn't you utilize, I mean, you could. You could totally land the death chance, just saying. Don't you have that one Halloween one that you could purchase? Okay, expose weakness. So they're going to be disabled for 2 more turns. Go ahead and pop the adrenaline. Use a battery. I mean, that's about what you can expect, yeah. Now, if you had actually landed it on the boss, that would have been, like, clippable, really. So... By the way, Beal, since you were commenting on action points and everything, do you see my gauge at the moment? I mean, that would have been a reason to record, yeah. So, I could run off screen, yeah. Oh, you mean the bar? So, we have Blitz, which is going to take all of that movement and convert it to more action points. This is my total action points for this turn. I'm just going to say it straight. I'm about to ruin this robot. I mean, also, yeah, literally, but still. The fact that I can hit upwards of about 120. Pop stealth as a precaution. Oh, you mean the... So, you and me both, was it this one? Don't like the material, but this is a relatively high quality one, which on a balaclava almost doesn't matter. Higher quality balaclava typically only affects your stealth. But yeah, if you needed resistance to heat and cold, it could be good. Ooh. Now this is something you wish you had. Biohazard boots. The Resident Evil boots. Unfortunately, it's got a real bad armor penalty, but immunity to acid puddles isn't terrible. We're gonna take that and keep it. Ooh. Okay, some of the qualities. Yeah, it's on boots, which if your armor's light, it doesn't matter, but it can really add up. Okay, I'm gonna give credit where it's due. This place has some nice stuff, but, chain sword. It's not particularly not a particularly well balanced sword. Yeah, same. I took it because once you start dumping into evasion and dodge, you kind of do want it to keep going up. It's not a particularly well balanced sword or an effective sword, but once you turn it on, it becomes a terrifying weapon of its own kind. So this is not going to get used here because I don't have the strength for it. But on hit, basically the machete stuff, special ability. Perform a special attack with the chainsword that inflicts 70% of the weapon damage up to 10 times, each time consuming 10 energy and 5 action points. Ignores 50% of the damage threshold. Ooh, that's actually like the burst, but on a melee weapon. And since the on-hit carve effect would be applying, if you had blood, the thing that I think there's one that lets you inflict bleeding wounds randomly on an attack. So, oh yeah, that could be super good. It is a shame that I'm not going to be able to use it. We will take it though because it is a unique. So just repair my weapons. Super easy. Okay, we're back under control. Oh, Mephistopheles. That's suddenly strange clown noises. That's about par for the course, yeah. So I brought him on a few runs as like my dedicated like trash taunt, since I could just equip Poster Girl on anybody. His kit is just, it's not great. Like I wish it was better, but you know what can you do, right? That's a really high quality machete. I just don't use machetes. Let's save again, because if there's another one of those industrial bots, I don't want to, ooh, more of these. Oh, oh, hey then. Well, we're dealing with, these again, apparently. So, I'm going to want to put a trap on that spot. Yeah, Avis Bronze goes up to like 75%. Or it might even be an 80. You'd have to look. I'm still salty Paracelsus has a 75 because if his was 80, I could do some more shenanigans with him on a Shinigong team or otherwise. So we're going to, in combat, access this and set that up there. Yeah, Avis Braun's pretty good. If you can put a taunt on him to make sure he gets killed, his third skill is pretty good at level 10, just saying. You know what, let's go ahead and Pop the inhaler. Yeah. Duration and number of hits, I believe. I believe it becomes a 2-hit invincibility for the others. Circular wave amplifier. Nothing. Are we actually good? Is this scummy? Yeah, maybe. Do I care? No. Alright. If there was another crawler around, I would think they would have interacted by now. Prove me wrong, why don't you? Piece of shit. Hmm. It's almost kind of cute. Almost. Problem solved. Yeah, the positioning wasn't the best, but it's fine. Because he's not going to be alive when that stun wears off. And now we're just going to politely wait, because I used a flashbang, so if there's more, they have definitely had sufficient ability to hear by now. I am not dealing with crawlers in fair and honest combat. Okay. I guess we're good. Seeker lens. I assume this leads into the sewers? Where is this? No, 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 no. Look above. Uh, okay, hmm. Oh, this is neat. So, a reminder, this is new content to me. So, where does this go? That one goes back up. Wait. Well then. Alright. I know where this leads. We're just gonna slide right back on out for now. Go to the sewers, descend into the sewer pit. Oh. Whoo, boy. Huh. Okay, then. Well, I don't care if it's an abomination. I'll kick it in the nuts just like everything else. And it worked. Easy. Would probably also be a good idea to heal, though. I mean, he's kind of not here to comment anymore, but fair. Fair. Ooh, what? There's multiple. Oh. Alright. I might see what's going on here. Lower speed back down. So I want to put my gas mask on, but he keeps coming back really quickly. I interact with it. That's actually not too bad. Oh, you can't do it in combat. Well, never mind then. So, if my theory is correct, the gas is going to start fading away because I'm, well, turning it off. Ooh. What was that noise? Abominable, deformed brains, swollen green veins run all over its deformed frontal lobe. Its red soaked color makes it seem alive. Worth 3 points. Or wait, was that the only one that I had to interact with? That was still neat. I don't know if that was new or here before, but I've never seen it before. Take those. Yeah, this place is actually starting to be traversable now. "24-star Lancers." Yeah, I would believe it. Hell, we got like 3 welfares of them, like back to back, it feels like, I think. I'd believe it. Whereas, what's the least? I'm thinking maybe Assassin, but that could just be my bias of not having any AoEs. Oh geez, this area keeps going. Okay. Well, Moon can't. Special classes don't count for, well, obvious reasons. Oh. Huh. Ah, alright. Okay. So, in the base 7 classes, it's Rider? Really? Huh. Alright. So, Ski might remember this, but that one shortest missionary who was fiddling with that door and gave us the stink eye before running off, this is implied to be his corpse, because he's, I think, the primary source of the Eye of Chort oddity. But yeah, he certainly was trying to get into that place, wasn't he? But the Eye of Chort, this medallion is generally worn by military personnel of the Institute of Chort, worth 3 oddity points. Oh. Smell that? It smells Cthulhu-y. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Not I. Also, he has some unique items. There's the Chortist robe, which I'm not sure if this is the standard one or if this is a special variant, but gives you 20 stealth and intimidation at the cost of perception. This version's also completely broken, so you would need to repair it. And then the Chortist Bio Scrubber. This experimental mask uses filters filled with microbial electrolysis cells that perform gas scrubbing, impurity removal, and break down certain harmful substances into inert and beneficial ones. The filters can last for years, but they do need their battery recharged in order to apply electric current to these cells, which keeps the process going. So basically, besides being an infinitely better gas mask, it heals you while standing inside toxic clouds, increases the effectiveness of healing, further reduces bio damage, I guess, because that's on top of the normal one, and boosts your maximum health. I don't think it's objectively worse than the standard gas mask. Nope, literally the same penalties, but all the gains. So if you've got the batteries to spare, that would probably be a better option. Oh, I need to manage my weight again. Which, I don't know if I'll use this, but I will go ahead and repair it. Same for the combat knife. And there we go. Covered in bloodstains. So what's even over here then? Nothing? Ooh, nice. I don't think there's any reason to even worry about that chunk there. I imagine these just weakened the thing if you weren't able to fight it straight forward, but it also kind of looked like it had like pseudo true sight or something, because he came right for me. It's probably how our shortest buddy ended up dead. So take that, and that. We are so loaded on special components right now. Jeez. Might be able to use the shortest ropes to try some shenanigans later, so we'll just repair it right quick. Let's check the standard sewers, because this might be a new area of the sewers. Oh. Alright, I really like that. So that actually completely repurposed a otherwise benign part of the map. Okay. And this should lead right out. Yep. Also, give me 1 minute. I really must head over to another room real quick. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. What smells shitty, Bill? Wow. I can't believe you would insult me. What escapade? I was politely excusing myself so that I could tend to some waterworks. Excuse you? I can't believe you're so anal retentive on this topic. If you start shit with the streamer, don't be surprised when they make an ass of themselves. Just saying. Okay, freak, what you got? Mm-hmm. He's distracted with his gadgets. The facility is now overcharged. What's next? I've seen it from down here. A crunch well done. He takes a deep breath. And now, this is where the slow and tedious process of brute crunching begins. I won't need your aid anytime soon. I was expecting a reward for all this. As far as the crunch for a crunch goes on this one, well, you probably already plundered my hideouts, and now you should have some sections of the city available to you. Let's say I'm giving you a head start on those. He winks at you. Fair enough. Bye for now. Goes back to his work. Yes. So about the hacking stuff you do around here, what about it? Hmm. You know what? We're going to play the camaraderie card. You know, I'm a bit of a hacker myself. Right, so what have you been up to? So far I've managed to open a few boxes and getting better with each one I pop up. That's not that impressive sounding. He nods at you. Keep the crunch up. Eventually you'll get to some real gigs. Just don't rely on some gizmos to do all the dirty crunch for you. It's always here, he points at his head, that matters, and not here. He flexes his glove. I won't stop trying, that's for sure. He nods at you for going back to his work. I'd like to know your thoughts on the Faceless Invasion. I don't know much about them, but one thing is for sure, their presence inadvertently allows my gig to thrive. The arena. They've changed the format of that damn gig too many times for me to care. Too simplistic for my taste. The Gauntlet. From time to time, I like to tune into it. I'm always on the lookout for some new ideas when it comes to deadly contraptions, you know. And they sure as hell didn't drop the ball on inventing those over the time. Is it straight from Cthulhu? I mean, you've seen the cutscene. You are out of the prologue, so... I'd like to know, you know, we are going to come back to that if we ever run the gauntlet. The oligarchs. My comment on those fat rats wouldn't differ much from any other zoner you ask in Drop Zone. They're easy to critique, but hard to find a solution for. Actually, I'm looking for a couple. I'm probably not going to get anything on this. There were merchants from Southgate Station, Tara and Lori Baker. Tara and Lori. Terry and Laura Baker. No buzz on the names. And acid hunters. They are a nuisance for anyone that stands in their path. Troublesome lot, that's for damn sure, he chuckles. Kind of like yours truly, but in a completely different way. I'm still not certain what made them ransack my shack. He turns away and begins to talk to himself. Did the fakes fail? Nah, no way. Hmm. Was they off the mark on that gizmo? Can't be. What about the tracker on their gizmo? They'd detach it immediately. Hmm. He addresses you once more. Whatever. I have no clue. Okay. So at least for the time being, we seem to be done with Freak. But, who knows? Maybe we will come back here in the near-ish future. The important thing, though, he opened up a certain area, and I didn't think we'd be getting to it that soon. I figured we still had a quest or two left before that would happen. So, let me offload all of this crafting material. Better yet, let's head back up to Upper Underrail, activate those two rifts, and then dump all of our stuff off. So head straight for Fort Apogee at Polemos Station. Slow back down to normal. Pop open some juice. Where is it? It's here, ain't it? Alright, I might be wrong. It might be inside the fort. But, okay, that's fine. Head to university. This one I know is down here. Attune. And let's go pick up some more juice, because it's easily reset by now. Head back to SGS. We will eventually get to crafting, but because the best melee weapons are uniques, it's kind of something that we don't have to get into at a quick pace. Oh right, we got that from the acid runners. We'll keep that for now. In fact, might as well get rid of the gas mask since that one is objectively superior. You are correct, I did not turn the lights on. I mean, it's not like it changes anything. We'll keep those on us. Don't need these actively. Where is all this extra weight come? Oh, right. Whoops, there we go. We'll keep the biohazard boots just in case. So now we're going to head back, and we're going to make good on Freak's new little shortcut that we got. I actually really do like that, though. I didn't think that they would, I figured it'd just be like, oh no, here's a key card or something. Head on down to the docks. Also, by now we are 4 points away from level 21. We should be able to go into the DLC at any point we so choose. Ascend to the top. And now, let's head over here. Lock picking of 100. Can I do that as is? Yes, I can actually. So, I know some of the threats that are here. I just don't remember exactly where. And there's our last Biocore Technology Catalog fragment. Ooh. Ah. I didn't realize that before. That's a System Shock 2 reference. Cybernetic module. Some sort of cybernetic enhancements, but you have no idea how you'd implant them. Worth 3, which is a level. We'll finish looting these and then we'll get to applying that. So let's see. Keep pumping melee. I'm tempted to pump up evasion next, but we'll get to that in a second. I will need to go and review the numbers, but that should be a good enough point to stop at, and then I can go and crunch the other stuff out. Go ahead and pump up stealth, and we will go ahead and we will go ahead and pop up evasion to the next 20 mark. And then go ahead and further specialize into blitz. And we're back to a fresh 0 out of 30, going to 22. Believe on the other side of this is hell. Yep. Knew that was coming. So we're just going to go ahead and pop the ones we can and see about getting into safety. Which, spoiler, we probably aren't getting to safety. But we can ruin his whole life in the meantime. Probably not the one that stung us, but I'll take having one of them dead. I believe... Yeah, I don't think that works on bandages. Not that it matters at this moment. So what we're going to do... try to put that up before something gets to us first. And just wait it out. No? A little surprised. I don't think that that was the only pair. Nap time. Sleep well then. Are you going to stream RA4 later or no? Alright. Let's see. Judging by how long you typically nap for, I will probably be done here before you get that up, but, I'll try to be there for that. Oh, well then yeah, no, definitely will, have everything here squared away by then. So sleep well, and I'll see you in a few hours. Oh, is there something still in range? Oh. Okay. So let's recharge. And remember that I put the okay, we'll wait to recharge. Oh, jeez. I mean, obviously it doesn't matter because we already got it, but it's funny seeing multiple of the oddity pop up in the list. Alright, let's make sure they're all cleaned out just to have that one issue resolved. Okay, so that's the doorway to go further in. Or one of them, because I think there's one over here as well. Wow. Was that the only set? I'm gonna put it on the record. I am fully anticipating getting mauled, but we're going to disable it. Close the door and head over here. But of course you would do such a thing, wouldn't you? Mighty interesting that you're right here. Kick him right in the bud nuts and get to work. So let's go ahead and put on our new gas mask. And switch back to the balaclava. There we go. And let's see what we can find in here. Go ahead and pop the lits and see if we can't take care of it with that mount. Hey, cutting it close, but it got the job done. Go ahead and... Okay, go ahead and recharge. Nice. So... it's hard to tell which of these are actually doors. I'm gonna go ahead and find that last... Oh, well, he should just keep coming if we stand here. Go ahead and take care of him. That should be all of the threats here. We're going to leave the power on because we do need it on for the computer over there. Yeah, that should be all of the threats on this floor. Alright, that's further down. And this should be the stairs up where the mutants were. Ah yes, a trap. One that will probably trigger the moment I attempt to touch it. Or not. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, okay. So most of this should be relatively, I'd say inconsequential because it all loops in on itself. Enter the document code. Enter the thing we got when we were looking for Whitnosik. Mika Moss. Cleaning. C. Number. Ramon Carson. Genetics assistant to Alexei Makar. C. Broken. Albert Al Russell. Genetics assistant to Whitnosik. Number. Also broken link. And this thing. Aaron DeLuca, chemistry assistant to Njord Abbott. Broken link. So, broken link, link, and broken link. That wasn't very helpful at all. Huh. Thought you had to come here for that. Maybe not. That doesn't seem like... Oh, well, I guess the name... Okay. Then we're just going to go back into stealth. Raid the fridge. I just want to point out, while the second floor was entirely safe because of the plasma sentries and all. Why was the first floor loaded with mutants and death stalkers? I can't think that that's a safe workplace environment. Hey, look, it's that cube thing. Hey, look, it's cultists. And just like that, they walked away, completely seeing through my stealth in the cutscene. Oh, you can't loot the scientists. Okay. Oh, lab rat, a white lab rat. You probably shouldn't touch it. You know, that's actually good advice. Worth 3 oddity points. Some mixed qualities on the shields. Really nice quality on those. Main menu, documents, research log 1. We are examining what appears to be some sort of electronic device. It's an irregular polyhedron resembling a number of concentric intersected cubes of various sizes. It appears to be made from a very light semi-metallic material. Its color is bluish dark gray. The artifact may feature movable parts, but none of them respond to gentle pressure, so no further attempts to reconfigure the device were made in fear of damaging it. The artifact features 1 to 6 unrecognized symbols on each of its many sides. Some sides also feature sockets, none of which comply with BioCore or previous standards. Research Log 2. The artifact does not appear to be emitting radiation or electromagnetic waves. However, due to us having a reason to believe that this object is still somehow traceable at long distances, we have taken the precaution of keeping it at a second or higher level of isolation at all times. Next. Most of the sockets appear to be non-functional or dormant. However, a number of sockets, if engaged in a way that disables their safety brakes, act as extremely high voltage, high direct current power sources. This laboratory does not currently possess the equipment to harvest this power or even safely experiment on it further. Since we cannot at this point trace the origin or explain the manufacturing process of this extremely powerful device, it can be safely categorized as a Xeno artifact. Research Log 4. Referencing previous research documents on various Xeno artifacts revealed the meaning of 2 symbols, one of which denotes direct electric current. This symbol appears, among other places, near the active sockets. The other one appears in a single spot near an inactive socket and is a bit less straightforward, since various researchers and xenoarchaeologists cannot agree upon its meaning, but according to them, it signifies a gravitational field, space-time curvature, singularity, or one of the related phenomena such as event horizon or a combination of these. So, once again, just what is this cube exactly? But we might as well follow the shortest dudes, because that is what they seem to be, on out, and see if we can't catch them. You know what? We're going to wait and see if we can't detect that, because that annoys me. And we're going to see if we can't find those shortest dudes. They were certainly waiting, weren't they? And given that they're already hostile, I have absolutely no issues with doing this. So we got one that's actually willing to put up a fight. Well... We're going to need to prioritize that one because I did see a psi bar, so, hmm. And of course, they would use mental breakdown. Okay, then. Well, we just got our asses kicked by, one dude. But that just goes to show that human targets are easily the most dangerous. Especially the psionics. Especially the ones that can completely go against your shield, because even if I popped mine, that would not have helped. So let's try this instead. Well, I was trying to circle around him. Oh well. It's quite rude of him to call us an abomination, though. It's not like he's looked at my search history. And we are going to break line of sight. There we go. Much better. So what do we got? More of the shortest robes. Take that and the shock steel combat knife. But we have another lead now. If we're going to find the cube, looks like we're going to need to go to the Institute. I like how just immediately we should just go to the Institute according to the Southgate Station bits. And I can technically complete something else by reporting to Tanner about the acid hunters. But we're going to go back to the middle level and see if Freak's got anything else for us now. I believe to further the Oculus quest, we'll need to head back to Oculus, check the new name, perhaps, and go from there. Oh, I guess he doesn't have anything new right now. Alright. Well, we'll check with him again in the future. Before we start doing anything that would, potentially make him hostile. So, next on the agenda... You know what? I never did take care of these dudes here. Might as well get it out of the way or I'll keep forgetting. Nice. Jonas, no. That was nice and tidy. And we will go ahead and take their gear. So we can just go right out and sell anything the moment we head back into the city proper. Okay, that was actually the primary reason that you would check over there on oddity mode, just because you never know what's going to be in the trash. And that's the faceless thing. Oh, these are just straight out hostile. Okay, well. No sense in causing a fight. Alphabet doesn't have anything on him. Of course, the one time we don't have some good old-fashioned crossbows on us, she wants crossbows. Did I store all the patching kits? I might have. Oh well. That'll probably clear most of us. Oh, okay. More than enough, so... we would want to prioritize something we would actually use. Alright, that's fine. Since we're here... Oh, I don't have this yet. You know what, we got the coin for it, and you never know if you're going to find one of these randomly or not, so... There we go. Now, do we want this? It could be handy on the spot, but, depending on the situation, it could just get you, killed. Well, it can delay the inevitable, rather. Alright, let's head to Oculus. Now, so let's head to Southgate Station real quick. And pick something up while we're there. And we want one of these captured borers that we grabbed a while back. And head over to Oculus. And let's see what we can grab from this. Okay, we can't do that yet. Okay, I'm going to need to go to personnel. Huh. Am I going to actually have to go and find them proper? Let's see. Alright, I might have been wrong then. I guess we'll need to actually proper go on foot and research on scene. I don't think we have enough. I will need to check that off stream. Oops. But let's see if we do. Say, why don't you show me the really good stuff, huh? Just because I'm relatively new here doesn't mean I'm poor. What makes you think I have the good stuff? Being observant is a requirement here, if I'm not mistaken. Observant, you say? He pauses. Well, that you most certainly are, Bacon. Take a look at this. And now, since this is the first time we've done this, all of these items with the little square around them are things that were added with that expansion of his stock. At the moment, yeah, it doesn't look too extraordinary, but some of these will eventually be especially high quality. See, he's already starting to sell 130s, and I believe he still has one more I need to unlock. Is this in good shape? No. Let me fix that real quick. That'll let us grab most of the things we want right now. Okay, maybe that was enough. Huh. I'll be sure to check the other things later then. So we're going to yeet that over. And also he will take crossbows, so if we had one on us right now, this would be a great time to cash in on that. We'll go ahead and take that just because we don't have it. The ammunition doesn't really matter because we're never going to use any for ourselves. We'll take that high emitter for sure. And the high efficiency modification. We do need to make our own shield, like another good shield soon, but I do have a few more things I want to do before I start trying to buckle down and crafting some higher end stuff. Okay, he doesn't have any. So I will have to probably look around Core City to find what I'm looking for proper then. And I'm still holding out for certain things to pop up on her stock as well. But if that's the case, we're going back to Core City. And we'll see if we can't find some of the appropriate NPCs. Oh, actually, I bet I know exactly who I need to check in with. A certain glutton friend of ours. I need some specific information. You know anything about a man named Witnosik, also known as Thallo? Thallo. That sounds kind of like Toloski. Yeah, like the Toloski family, you know, the ones who live next to Praetorian Security Headquarters. That information costed one bottle of root soda, which I'd like to have now. I don't have it on me, sorry. I'll bring one later. Don't forget it. Hey, John needs some brew. It goes well with mushroom stew, get it? It rhymes. And I like food, so I know you get it. You're not that stupid. Do the names Mitt Dropper or Freak ring a bell to you? Sure, pal, but this calls for a special. No, wait. My special. That's right. My special. It's going to take me some time to dig something out, so come back later. With my special. Sure. I don't think it matters, but we'll go ahead and do another one of those in a bit and see how that turns out. And with that, should start. Yup. You approach a girl in her late teens. It's easy to notice how much she stands out of the drunken, shabby crowd around her. Expensive clothing and jewelry, neat and orderly hair, gentle hands with colorful nails, meticulously done makeup, all of which are being held together by a supercilious attitude. It seeps from her dull gaze, which probably used to looking down at people, lazily crawls up your body to meet your eyes and to reveal her utter boredom. Hey, Zoner. Sup? Nothing, girl. Sup with you? Nothing. Just chillin'. Like, I'm just hanging out, trying to find some fun. Bacon, can I ask you a few questions? It's cool. I'm Sophie. So what do you want, Zoner? Can you tell me about yourself, Sophie? I'm bored. Thought I was going to, like, have some fun here, but no. It's duller than watching mushrooms grow. She makes a brief pause, watching you with some hidden intent. Then her eyes widen as she expresses her demand. Amuse me, Zoner. Amuse you? How would I do that? Do I have to do everything? Think of something. You're the Zoner here. Alright, I think I have a way to amuse you. He yawns. You better do it fast, Zoner, or else I'm gonna fall. She snores loudly and then twitches. What? She puts on her dull look again, waiting for you to do something entertaining. Check this creature out. She takes a long look at the creature as if hypnotized by its odd appearance. That's gross, but kinda cool. Actually, very, very cool. What is it? It's called a cymorph. The creature that can fuse with whatever it desires and turn it into part of its body. The ones I saw in Foundry had shells made of hard rock with metallic spikes on its back. Hard freaking core. Just hardcore. I want it. I want it now. I'll call him, something cool. Eviscerator. No. Gore worm. No. It can be yours for a price. How much? 500. These creatures are very rare. It's a fair price. Whatever. I'm taking it. She pulls out 500 cairns like it's nothing to her. Take it. I'm going to take him home and give him a hardcore name. She pauses for a second, watching you. A moment passes, and a product of her thoughts gets presented. Hey, Zoner, want to join me? Why not? Where do you live? The Taloski Manor, she laughs. In case you didn't figure it out by now, I'm Sophia Taloski. Or... Okay, so is it a typo in the name here, or is it a typo in her character file? Because Sophie cannot really be a nickname for Sophia. I mean, I guess it's technically cutting a syllable off, but whatever. Sophia Taloski, daughter of Vlatko Taloski. I'm sure you've heard of us, unless you're a real zoner, she laughs. Our mansion is in the residential area. Yeah, it's just by Praetorian Security Building. I'm going there now. If you want to see me in Blood Eater... Nah, still not hardcore enough. Anyway, if you want to come over, feel free to do so, she smiles. Goodbye for now, Zoner. I might stop by. See you, Sophie. But we want to do this because the reward at the end of this, it's really nice. So we're going to head up to the upper level. The guard signals you to stop. Excuse me, sir, this is private property. State your business here. Can I come in? Pulls out a mobile computer. Your name? Bacon. He taps the device a few times before speaking again. You're on the list, which means you are free to come in. Welcome to Taloski Manor. One word of warning, though, your movement is restricted only to the first floor. Unless specified otherwise, getting caught anywhere else in the manor will have serious consequences. Enjoy your stay. Sure thing. I definitely won't go anywhere but the first floor. I like how the guards are trying to threaten me. Drillig. What's up? Did you name your little pet? Yes, I did. I was thinking about all these hardcore names. But nothing sounded hardcore enough. Then it hit me. Literally, the creature hit me with its drill head thing in the leg. Drill, leg. Drill, leg. So I named him Drill Egg. She laughs. Drillig. Say it. Drill leg. Drill leg. The way you roll the R makes it sound evil. She laughs with a sinister laugh. What can you tell me about the Taloski family? I don't know. Like, Dad's a successful businessman. He earns loads of money, and we've got, like, this big mansion in the best part of Core City. We got our own security, which is hardcore, but my dad's also good with Chief Knights, so, like, Praetorian security keeps us safe wherever we go. What about other family members? Mom works together with Dad. So does my doofus brother, Maxim. Grandpa also lives with us, but he's always upstairs doing his crazy thing. It's old man stuff I seriously do not care about. What can you tell me about your brother? Oh, don't ask me about him. He works with Dad, helps him run the trading business, or better yet, helps him run the trading business. She laughs. You know what I mean, Zoner? He's all about finding excuses to, like, get off work and either visit the arena or hit on every woman that walks beside him with some stupid pickup line. And the lines, they are so, so lame. What can you tell me about your grandfather? You want to know about my grandpa? Actually, he's my great grandfather, something like that. He's, like, older than Underrail itself. Look, I'm bored. I'm definitely not talking about Grandpa. Bye. But, sure would be interesting if I just popped open this vent shaft and, went to places I wasn't authorized for. Don't you love it when the vent shafts actually just straight up let you go to the next floor without using the stairs? And actually, since we're in here, might as well pop all of these and go at full speed while doing so. Now we'll save. You look at this big monitor. Imagine how it would look in your room in Southgate Station. It would probably look out of place because it's too big. Hacking of 100. Lockpicking of 85. Let me find a normal battery because I'm not wasting the good stuff on this Haxer unit. And while we're here, huh, where does this one loop to then? Okay. Huh. Damn. This is really roundabout. So we don't even want that one. That's right in front of the stairs. We might want to loot that one, though. I don't think there's anything else over here. Nope. Leave the plasma mine case. A 94 plasma core. It's fair quality stuff. Oh, now we don't even have to hack the door. Nice. So, these aren't relevant to us, but if we were taking other fields of psionics, these would literally empower specific moves. And depending on which one you're focusing on, that can make a big difference. As much as I would love to loot Vlatko's room, I will be nice for now. Go ahead and turn off the stealth for now. Take all the loot. Well, the parts of it we want anyway. Which I guess we'll take all of it. Another three-eyed skull. Why you would have this in your room is beyond me, but you know, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, am I right? Alright, so we took every piece of loot in the room. The senile old man shuffles across the room, muttering and going about his business as if you're not here. The rampant DNA fraying. It is not accidental. It was not a mistake. Secrets hidden in these long branches. Are you Witnosek? The name rings a bell for him, and for a while he seems to focus on your words more intently. Fallow. Fallow. Of nature and order, and of long strands of madness. I need to know what you discovered working on the Ark. We do not need to know anything. Madness is in the long strands. Who was the man asking me to travel down the spirals? It's me, Al, your assistant. His eyes light up at the sound of that name. Al. He places his hands on the sides of his head, on the sides of your head, clasping it while inspecting you intensely. For some reason, probably madness, he recognizes you as his former assistant. Al, there's so many things I have to tell you. He releases your head and grabs you by the shoulders instead, shaking you occasionally as he explains. Not enough time, though. Not enough time. They keep coming and questioning me, probing me for answers to the questions they should not dare ask. The answer is in the long branches, deep within. It's hidden, and it's doubly encoded, first in the DNA structure, and then in the ribosomal RNA spread. But here's the clever part, Al. He chuckles. You're going to love this. The second decoding mechanism is not inside the organism. It's in the symbionts. With his mouth gaped, his face freezes up with a look of exhilaration as if he just conveyed you the meaning of life itself. Do you have your research documents on you? His face and the rest of his body is still frozen in the same position. Wit? As you try to bring him to his senses, his grip on you loosens, and he falls flat on the floor. He's dead. I think he might have used a few too many adrenaline shots. I don't think it'll matter. But we'll see what happens if I can't talk to Vlatko directly. Okay, yeah, it's just straight hostile. Okay. So we're just gonna head over here. Make our way back down. And they can discover that the old man's dead on their own time. So, good talk. We can go now. So we'll head back down to the middle level and head back to Oculus and turn in the quest. Unfortunately, if there is a better solution to this quest, like one that gets something more than this interesting and yet kind of blue-balling uh, intrigue, it is not known to me. To my knowledge, that's all you get. And you gotta be happy with it. Huh. That's interesting, but I wouldn't be using that as a weapon. Head over to Oculus. I spoke to Whit Nozick. Did you now? And where did you find him? He was in Core City. I see. Is he an old man now? Pretty old, yeah. I see. Go on. Did he tell you anything about his research? He told me some things about. Tell him what told you. Azif dwells on what you told him for a while. This is interesting, but without the research documentation, there's not much to go on. And you say you didn't find anything on him or his premises? Absolutely nothing. Very unfortunate. But still, you did well, yes. Tracking him down must not have been easy. 1,000 Karens is your reward, as well as this. He hands you some manner of electronic device. I think you'll find this very useful. I don't have anything else for you to work on right now, so you're free to pursue your own leads and opportunities. We'll be here if you need us. And do remember that you still have the resources and the tools of Oculus at your disposal. So, that is as far as this quest line goes. This is literally all that Oculus has, or had. I'm assuming there's nothing new here. But it brings a lot of valuable things to the table, including the Hux key. So, it is the replacement to your Omni tool. It is a unique lockpick that increases your lockpicking by 15, so it's basically a lockpick Mark IV, but doesn't get consumed. And it's effectively a Hacksaw Mark III at the same time, only caveat being it does kind of cause you to eat 20 energy. But, it's pretty good. So we're just going to put that right there. And put the lockpicking variant right there. We will never need lockpicks ever again. And honestly, we could probably remove the jackhammer, so put the hacking variant there. So now the only hacking tool we need is the standard hackser for things within our ability, and the Hux key for anything more. Let's see. You know what, let's try and go and unlock some more shop specialties. But finishing that did give us 5 oddity points, which is kind of a big deal. It's basically a sixth of a level, presumably till 30. I don't think the experience requirements went up after 25, but I could be wrong. Also, if for whatever reason you wanted to sell the Hux key, it's worth 10,000, but that would be terrible to do. I'm a serious buyer, Kevin, and I think you haven't realized that just yet. Why I say that? Well, I still haven't seen any of the really high-grade stuff someone such as yourself should be offering. Well, serious buyers should have some serious coin on them. Alright, alright. I'll show you the rest of my inventory, but you know the drill. You keep quiet about this and we're golden, yeah? Alright, check this out. I don't think he'll have anything of especially higher note, but you do want to proc those where you can. Because you never know, and sometimes it just adds nice things that you kind of want to have in stock. Yeah, so he doesn't actually have that much we would want, but those flashbangs are nice because they are a pain to craft. You know what, we'll go ahead and take precognition as well. And what does this one do? While this ability is active, your chance to dodge and evade is increased by 6.4%. Drains 25 psi points per turn. I mean, if you know you need that extra bit of both, I guess that's fine. But that's really expensive. So I guess we'll report to Tanner and see if we can't get a point or two from him. Oh, did you? I didn't remember that. Yeah, you could put it into endurance and get another enhancement, or you can just put it into something else in general. But yeah, either way. Let's see, do we have anything left in Southgate Station? Doesn't look like it. Found Cornell and the Acid Hunters. Excellent. Oh, Tanner leans in curiously. Excellent. And what of the device? Did you get a hold of it? I've tracked the cube thing to a Core Tech research facility in Core City, but Chortus snatched it away before I could get to it. Tanner strokes his beard and responds calmly. That is unfortunate. This makes your mission all the more important since we cannot afford to leave a powerful artifact in the hands of religious zealots. There's an Institute of Chort located in Upper Underrail. The Chortists must have taken the cube there. You know what must be done, Bacon. Find a way to infiltrate it and retrieve the cube. But, why do you want that so badly, Tanner? How do you suggest I infiltrate the Institute? I'm not sure. You could always try going to their gates in Upper Underrail and asking how one would go about joining them. But from what I hear, they are not accepting new members easily. I advise you to tread carefully there. They are probably looking for certain characteristics in their candidates. You just have to find out what those are. They will most certainly expect you to believe or be accepting of whatever silly doctrine they hold dear. And yeah, it was worth 3, so that was a good thing to come and check in on. Find the mysterious cube the Faceless are looking for and return it to Tanner. I don't know, though. Still want to find more of that data. Need to go to Junkyard. We'll worry about the expedition soon. I believe we have everything so far in Core City. Okay. Let's see about continuing the free drones stuff real quick. And we're looking for... Oh. Are they not here? Oh, they're over here. You're greeted by a slow clap. You did it, Bacon. You did it. Thank you, thank you. I love you all. I'll take a bow. He laughs. Well done, well done. You've proven to us that you're willing and worthy of becoming part of our family. We don't have riches, we don't have power, and we have to live in constant danger. But we have humanity, we have honesty, and we have the will to send the evil protectorate into oblivion. And we will do it, together. You always give such... Oh, well, that might be seen as sarcastic, so we'll just let her continue. Now it's time to meet the rest of the family. I want you to go to the free drone space in the underpassings. Simplest way to explain how to get there is to find the underpassage entrance just south of Rail Crossing, and then go west, and you'll come up to a locked door with an intercom next to it. Use the intercom. The password is delectable. I thought I saw a J there. Got it. Delectable. Great. Just be careful. The underpassages are full of lurkers. I gotta move. Do you have any questions before we depart? Never learned your name. It's Sarah. Sarah Aline. Nice to meet you. She smiles. Why do the Freedrons have a base in the underpassages? It's simple. The passages are extremely dangerous because of the lurkers, so it's the best place for us to hide from the Protectorate. Plus, the narrow hallways are easy to defend, negating the numerical advantages the Protectorate would surely have over us, if they were to try flushing us out of there. I know. I know. It's not the best place to live in. But that's what we're stuck with. Could be worse. What are these underpassages? Underpassages are a connected sort of passages just below the metro level. They connect several major locations across lower Underrail, like Core City, Rail Crossing, GMS, and such. Those passages used to be a very, very convenient way of going around, but then the lurkers thought it'd make a nice slaughterhouse. Now, only the most desperate go there. And us, which is the same, in a way. You mentioned lurkers, what can you tell me about them? Lurkers. They are horrible creatures. They are our neighbors in the underpassages, a gang of demented killers who will cut up anyone who even dares breathe in their presence. The only good thing is that everyone knows they dwell in the passages, thus making it a good hiding place from the Protectorate. Of course, living that close to Lurker Central is not safe at all. Usually feels like a stalactite is hanging over your head, but nothing is perfect in life. I have no further questions. In that case, good luck, brother. I'd lead you there, but I have some important business here. Goodbye. Stay free. And stay free. And another point of oddity experience. We're already at 12 out of 30. I don't remember if we activated the rift near there. But even if not, it is relatively close to Rail Crossing, so let's see. Oh, I guess we didn't. So we'll try and activate it if we get there while the buff's still going. Save right here and proceed onward. So I believe the rift would be over here. Yeah, should be right here. Tune. And there we go. Alrighty. So I believe, if I recall, we have poked our head over here before, but obviously we couldn't get past this. Male voice is heard over the intercom. I just ate a mushroom cake. That took quite some time to make. Boy, I ate it fast, and I had a blast, 'cause it was... Yeah, so here's the thing. That really does limit the number of options, so you really shouldn't do the little rhymey song, but it was delectable. Correct. Go right in. The dog cautiously approaches you, displaying neither signs of aggression nor submission. It positions itself a short distance from you while maintaining the clinical stare. Perfectly calm and focused, it awaits for you to make the first move. Who's a good doggy? Are you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Come here. The dog observes you for several seconds before taking a few steps forward, each step more confident than the last. Its eyes are still fixed on you, however, but the feeling of threat is now greatly diminished. In fact, you get the impression that it was never really present. That it was simply a misinterpretation on your part, and as a subtle wag of the dog's tail reinforces your thoughts, all your worries disappear. Suddenly, you hear a male voice in the distance. Laser, come here, boy. No! Sup, Bacon? I'm really glad you made it in one piece. I'm Hutch, and I see you've already met my best friend, Laser. We just wanted to greet you and make sure you're not a lurker. Wouldn't want one of them sneaking in here now, would we? What can you tell me about Laser? Laser is an artificially engineered canine assassin. Holy shit. Okay, I didn't remember that. Designed and manufactured by BioCore in their canine plant in deep caverns, built to fight with super canine speed, reflexes, and intelligence unmatched by any other living dog. He is undeniably the greatest, the best, the... I've lost inspiration. Laser is my dog, and he's made of flesh. Don't worry. Okay, never mind. That would be why. I brought him here when he was just a puppy, about a year and a half ago. Found him sleeping in some trash, all skinny and dirty, full of fleas. But he's a very smart pooch. But a stupidly fast one, hence his name. He laughs. I just love him. Truly is a man's best friend. My best friend. Why'd you join the Free Drones? I can't remember the exact moment it clicked in my head, but say 2, 3 years ago, I realized the world was headed to. I learned more about the United Stations, Underrail Protectorate. I didn't like it. Any of it. I started hearing more and more bad stories about those tyrants. Some of them I had the misfortune of confirming with my own eyes. I got angry. Really, really angry. Was I to allow these evil men, these tyrants, to oppress us? No, I was not. When I came here, I took a vow. I will fight till death to rid this world of Protectorate, to stop the metal boots from stomping all over us, and to kick some bloody cans out of Underrail for good. Yeah, for freedom. What can you tell me about the Free Drone space? I can start with the basic layout and inhabitants. As soon as you get through the passage behind us, you'll run straight into Beckett, our supplier. You can get a lot of good stuff from him, but more about that later. A bit further to our left is the medical office. Sadly, Dr. Palin was fatally injured some time ago, so the office is closed for now. Straight ahead is Julia Darling, who feeds our poor and hungry stomachs, fueling our bodies to fight the cans. Our leaders, Trenton and Bate, are to the right from the entrance in the war room, and at the, north turn, you go to the sleeping section, however you want to call it. Oh, and the toilet is just opposite the medical office. That's important to know. Trust me. We'll keep a lantern just outside the door because it's too dark once you go in to do your business. That's the basic layout. You'll find your way easily, I'm sure. What can you tell me about the lurkers? Low-life trash who reside in the underpassage and kill people. I don't see anything else in what they do but senseless killing. Derailed bastards. They disgust me. If there's anything else I hate more than the cans, it's those beasts. Who came up with the mushroom cake song? It was Sarah, the girl who contacted you about joining us. I used to bring her mushroom cakes, constantly bugging Darling to make them so that I can give them to Sarah. So, as a little joke, we use it as our door pass. Delectable, used to be delicious, but since we were worried it was a bit too easy to figure out, we changed it. You and Sarah are in some kind of relationship? I really don't know where you got that idea that the most perfect woman and I are together in a long and strong relationship, he sighs. We're so far away right now. What can you tell me about Beckett? He is a critical part of the free drones. I mean, truth be told, every man, woman in here is. Everyone has courage, no doubt, but let's be honest here. You can't fight with just courage. You need guns, ammo, armors. You need medication and food and a plethora of stuff. He's got connections, and I don't know how he manages it all, but we're never running short on supply. Yay for Beckett. What can you tell me about Darling? Julia Darling. What would we do without her? He smiles. Her family was killed by Protectorate trash as she was driven from her home in North Underrail. Yet, despite all that, she's the strongest one here. I honestly think so. Whenever any one of us have had any issues regarding our way of life or other personal problems, she always comforted us with, let me think of a proper term. She always had a mature and reassuring response. She's always so stable, so calm, and, yeah, reassuring. I mean, she sometimes too has her days off, times are rough, but I always saw her as someone you can trust, share your problems with, and end the conversation with a bit of the weight removed. I've got nothing but respect for her. What can you tell me about Trenton? He's one of the Free Drone's leaders, and personally, a man I truly and greatly admire. He has a precise, military-oriented mind that works non-stop, pardon me, to figure out a way to outsmart the cans. We have less fighters and much worse equipment, and despite all that, when Corbin comes up with a genius plan, when his gears start turning, he is able to switch the tracks into our favor. Dreads mean nothing when we've got Trenton. He laughs. When it comes to socializing, on the other hand, he can be too stiff, too direct at times, and hell, even too honest. But I respect that, because I'm sure he is doing what's best for us all. What can you tell me about Bate? Alvin Bate is a man who had proven to us on multiple occasions that he doesn't think he's above any one of us here, despite being one of the leaders. He speaks to us like we're his equals, and he would often share his stories with us, give us advice, and even get drunk with some of the guys when time allows it. I don't drink alcohol myself, so I never had that pleasure of getting wasted with Alvin, but I'm sure it would be an honor. Alcohol just isn't for me. He makes a grimace. Well, nice talking to you. See you later. Stay cool, stay free. So let's just go ahead and talk with Beckett. The man removes his mask as soon as you come near him. He smiles after doing so, displaying an admirable set of rotten teeth springing from a rectangular jaw covered with a several days old beard. His clothes are patchy in some and torn in other places. As for his words, they are carried by a rough-sounding but unmistakably friendly voice. Hey, you magnificent bastard. Welcome to the Underpassages. Name's Harry Beckett. If it wasn't for me, all these derailed peeps would have been taking on the cans with nothing but rocks and a bit of hope. He laughs. I sell all sorts of stuff, good stuff, so feel free to spin some Karens, he laughs. Okay, but hey Beckett, where do you keep the good stuff? Don't try to tell me a guy like yourself doesn't have something on the side waiting for the right buyer. I mean, come on. He laughs. You clever bastard. You sure got the nose for these things, huh? I've got the stuff you want right here. So we might actually have enough barter. I will have to check that shortly. Nail bomb. Uh... Huh. That's not terrible, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was there before, but I don't recall if it was that strong prior. So what all does he have? Actually, not that much. Does he have a lot of... He has a lot of Karens, actually. So if you get ammo... Mostly ammo. I guess he's an okay source of those. That plasma core ain't too shabby, though. I think we're good for the moment. What you need? Why'd you join the free drones? You know, I used to be a United Stations supporter. Yeah, I know. I actually believed all that unification rubbish. It somehow made sense, you know? If all the stations united, we'd be able to fight off raiders and beasts. Protectorate would, you guessed it, protect us. That's big stuff, bigger than a deep cavern's echo, but unfortunately, that's not how things work in real life. I've seen the price of the safety they offer, of their protection, and I think it's too damn high. Protectorate will make us lie belly down in the mud and walk all over us, and then tell us it's a good life. Bandits won't touch us, true. That's a lot of mud to eat. To hell with it. I don't want that. So hooked up with my old acquaintance, Mora, and came here. The peeps need supplies, and that's what I do best. What can you tell me about Darling? Oh, she's a fine woman, yes. There's this motherly feel about her, you know what I mean? Like she's the one who takes care of us. She listens, gives advice, reassures you. Everything is gonna be fine. She's young and good looking, and cooks really damn well. Damn it, I wish I had a caring mother like that. Mine was a crone that never loved me. I was a middle child. Anyway, I just wish she'd take it easy with the bleeding smoke. She's been puffing up those things a little too much lately. At least those things aren't easy to come by, so that's helping. Can you tell me about Trenton? Oh, Corbin's one tough bastard. When he comes up with a plan, you know he's been working on it for a long time, ignoring hunger, thirst, or sleep, until it's just right. Perfect. He can predict what the enemy's going to do, and that always makes him one step ahead of the cans. And there's nothing fake about him, too. He does what he does and speaks the way it is. That might not always be what you want to hear, but you know it's the truth. He's just magnificent. We need more Trentons in the world, that's for sure. What can you tell me about Bait? Bait's a different kind of leader than Trenton is. While Trenton is straight to the point, strategic mastermind, Alvin Bate has that common man leader sort of thing. Well, what I mean is, he really believes like he was one of us regular peeps. The bastard. He laughs. Not saying Trenton isn't, but he keeps to himself. Bate, on the other hand, will brief us about serious issues, then get wasted with us later. And that bastard can drink 2 burrs worth of mushroom brew, at least. He laughs. Alright, goodbye, Beckett. Onissimos. Okay. You have nothing to say. Okay, most of you aren't even... Yeah, that's the other little thing. We obviously won't be doing anything with... ooh. Protectorate can. A derogatory caricature of Protectorate soldier, often referred to as a can, made out of actual tin can. Inside you find anti-Protectorate propaganda detailing alleged atrocities the Protectorate has committed in North Underrail and calling upon the people of South Underrail to refuse to cooperate with them and actively resist them whenever possible. Worth 2 oddity points. But yeah, that's one small thing. We won't see how it is when joining the Protectorate, for obvious reasons. but I do recall there being way more fleshed out characters on the other batch. It takes only a second for Mora to recognize you. It's you. The hell? Nice to see you're alive and well. Thanks. Nice to see you too. Finally have a chance to thank you for helping me, and yeah, I might have forgotten your name. I can't remember if you even mentioned it. Yeah, that was a pretty fast-paced day. I understand, it's Bacon. I know my savior's name. Bacon. Got it. Look, as a little thank you for saving me from the cans, I pulled a favor to get you some equipment for free. Go talk to Beckett, our supply man. You'll find him near the entrance. I mean, yeah, if it's irradiated, they're not gonna just be scavenged over, you know? So if you pop some Rad X and put your special anti-rad gear on, you can dig through there enough, I'm sure. Why'd you join the free drones? She stops to think. I guess because I'm simply that type of person. You nuked the Legion? Oh, wait. When you say that, do you mean using the stuff at the end of the Lonely Road? Uh, and that changes the hill they're based on, I'm guessing. I guess I'm because I'm simply that type of person. Man, I despise the United States, the Protectorate, and all that shenanigans. I remember the news. I was kind of young back then about Protectorate forces taking over Biocore's main headquarters in North Underrail. Back then, yeah, it seems so far away, so distant. But as you grow older, you realize how small Underrail really is. I was afraid they were going to come here and enslave us. In a way, they ain't doing bad so far, but man, when they started building Fort Apogee in Upper Underrail, it sent shivers down my spine. Oh, that's neat. I think I actually routinely managed to, like, diffuse the entire situation with the best result. So that might be why I don't remember that, but, might be worth, trying some stuff with. Not all was lost, 'cause the cans were followed by the free drones, I said to myself. To hell with it. I'm joining this crowd. Many of my friends followed, and unfortunately, yeah, most of them are gone. Out of those old friends, only Beckett still breathes. I think there's a way around that, but I could be wrong. And there you go, Jack. That's my story. Can you tell me about the lurkers? Yeah, it's best you avoid those savages and don't think about them being cannibals at all. The more you know, man, the more disgusting and revolting they seem. Damn savages. So why were you captured by the Protectorate? In short, I was an idiot. I wasn't careful, and that's why I got busted. What do you mean? Man, I was supposed to get some stuff from our junkyard hideout. It's something I do all the time. But this time I had some hacking equipment and stuff with me, which is used to mess with the embassy's network, which forced the cans to keep their eyes peeled on their toes. So I came along and a handsome brainwashed Protectorate piece of trash caught me red-handed. I told him nothing, just for the record. She laughs. You know the rest. Can you tell me about Darling? Got your eyes on Darling? Don't try to fool me, man. I can tell. I don't even know the woman. She smiles. You're not the only one, though. She caught Kokoschka's eyes as soon as he arrived, for example. You better make your moves, and fast. What can you tell me about Kokoschka? He's a very fine man, she laughs. I envy him, I really do. He's so innocent and naive. He doesn't know why we fight or who we fight. He just wants to fight for what he thinks is right. In his mind, everything is simple. And while I've lost so much sleep over the years, as most of us have, I've yet to see him miss his to get much rest. A 10 hours sleep, she laughs. As soon as his head touches the pillow, he's in dreamland. Legend. Congratulations, and go for it. Have fun. The conclusion is pretty strong, I would say. What can you tell me about Beckett? He was an old friend of mine and a business partner. I joined the Free Drones sometime before him, as he's a little slow to notice what's going on in the world. She laughs. We're good friends, even though he takes all the glory. He's the supplier. Beckett, even though he would never admit it, I know he was worried to death when the cans got me. Just don't tell him I said that. You can tell me about Trenton. Full respect for the man. He knows his stuff. Man, I don't want to be in his skin right now. It's damn stressful. You can tell. Even though he doesn't like to talk about it, but the free drones in North Underrail are not pleased with some of the things happening here. He's been here since the cell was formed, and that's why he was always the one to answer directly to command. We'll see how the situation develops. Can you tell me about Bait? Well, Bait. He's one of our leaders, really intelligent, witty, knows how to make the right calls and compliments Trenton well, despite their different personalities. They work well as a team, and we have faith in the decisions they make. Life of a free drones is difficult, and we need good leaders to take us to victory against Protectorate rats. Bye, Mora. You interrupt the man, wiping his assault rifle with a torn, stained cloth. He greets you with a cordial smile and addresses you with a foreign-sounding accent. Ah, good. You come to talk to Kukushka. Nice to meet you. You have face of very brave man. Very exquisite. What's your name? I'm Bacon. Nice to meet you as well. Bacon. It very, how you say, bombastic name. It pops out like eyes from Cave Mouse when you squeeze him too hard. Anyway, my name is... Oh. I'm going to slaughter this, but we're going to try. Anyway, my name... Verslavik Dinyan Schnik Slovored Kukoshka. Everyone here think it difficult to pronounce, so they call me just Kukoshka. But you should try my brother. Babush Komoran Zonhoho name. It make your mouth, how we say, go hurt. Go Kukoshka. Like everyone in here, how you say, it is typical. But I don't get angry people can't say name. I good Shovek. So, what we talk about? Where are you from, Kukoshka? I come from far, far, far west, from Fatherland. There's a place there called Shniokovo Ludilo. It very far away. It good to live, not much bandits around to destroy you, and even if some want to attack, we break them in four. That's how we say in Shniokovo Ludivo, break in four. My father, he sighs. He very sad when I left. He say to me, yeah, I'm not going to say all of that. And I say to him, other thing. Then he say to me, thing, and I say to him, other thing. Then my mama said, thing, and then I left home and come here. It's difficult for me, you know what I mean? That rifle of yours. My pushka? That, AKX, or how I call it, Aka. It very old rifle from distant past. I, how you say, inherited from my grandfather, who got it from his father, who stole it from his father, who was keeping it locked away from his senile father, named Kuraromir, who also got it from his father, who found it in a hole next to dead neighbor. This pushka, it, how you say, killed many people to death. It's good pushka, yes. Want to trade it for something? But I need my Aka to ratatatata evil people. Big battles coming up. Later, maybe I let you touch it later, but no trade. Trade never. That's your rifle. We'll see. Tell me more about Fatherland. Fatherland is one, how you say, very much great place. It west of here, far away. It's more open caves and spaces, not so much metro and caves tighter than Ulyek Nichlov's pants. And there are many places in it, like my place, Chernikovo Lidolo. There's also Dravnagrad, capital, Grudava, Pushkolnitsa, Plop, and Chuntz. Slaughtering these left and right. We have trains too, but here rail is life, where in fatherland rail is very, very important, but still means of transportation, and is not life. Here people derail, there people's crazy, mad, cuckoo, you know what I mean? And one thing I notice here is we have fatherland, but you don't have South Underrail. To us, fatherland is every, how you say, every station. And every man and all that land is ours. All that is fatherland, ours. Here everyone is for himself, his family, or his group, but never whole South Underrail. You don't hear someone yell, for South Underrail, Zargrand Ponoi, you understand? You might say for free drones, for Coal City, Camp Hatator, but never South Underrail. You live in South Underrail, but South Underrail does not live in you. I would fight for fatherland, but you people see South Underrail as just land you live in. It hard to explain, it very much hard as nails to explain. But that is why we have big army, united army, to defend fatherland, and a great leader. Because a good leader is the best way to run, how you say, society, while bad leader is the worst. Nezupno. What can you tell me about your fatherland's military? Our army strong, very much to the best strong. It contains many men, all well trained and ready to break in for. I also served in our great army and fought, not great armies, enemy armies of past, no, but bandits and evil men coming from east, from here. Gujratzi Plamanzi. He mutters the rest to himself. And those barber men from southwest, Gujratzi Nyoko Kwipvani. Army keeps fatherland safe, but scum from all around sometimes sneaks in more and more and threatens our freedom. So I suspect you have a lot of military bases there. Yes, many. I served in Tratisevo, south of Brazgzin. Yeah, I'm just going to give up. And just northeast of Chopava Baba. It's how we say Slavno, which means so good you want to celebrate it from time to time by making big feast. Yes, but there are many other bases of army. I remember in Pratishevo, there was fat cook woman who made best sazarina I ever eat in life. Even my mama, mother, or my matormoma, grandmother. They don't make that good sazarina, sadly now. Tell me about the leader of Fatherland. We have leader. It is Nadbojod Yarkov Moknik. Ye are leader, or how you say, the alpha male of the house. Oh, Nadbojov is his title. Is much better title than military general, which much better. General is like Bojvod, while something like overgeneral is like Nadbojvod. But ours would still be very much so better. Yes, Tell me more about Najbabad Moknik. He man, like every man should be. He has stayed with some woman even though he could have every one of them, as many, many little Mokniks, so his strong bloodline will not die. Cherishes our tradition, culture, and faith, and is Domachin, a great hospitable homeowner. It is very important in fatherland. Oof. We have big army, very big army, but he never sent us to attack other. Only to defend from evil, yes. Many want to destroy us, but we break them in four. Evil army, bandit, barber men, or animal, we break them all in four. He best leader, and he has mustache that throw great shadows, like a real man should. He is stern, but fair, like a father. He tells us what must be done, and we all know our place, women too. But we are free, more free than free drones who get shot by everyone, very evil or not very evil. And we have everything we need, family, food, home, and good life. Pardon me. We have our land, our fatherland. And we have it because of Nabojvod. Yes, he great. Did you ever see him in person? Of course. His brother by aunt, Opislav Drumny, is my family's above neighbor, you know, living above us. So Nabojvod often comes to Chinyokovo Lulilo for feast or just visit. I feel pride for fatherland every time I see him. Even now as I remember him, it makes, how you say, feeling of fatherland love grow in me. I fatheriotic. Okay. Nadbojvod once shook my hand, even. Oh, that day I will never forget. Only a bullet blow my head to, as you say, muck. Why'd you join the Free Drones? I heard great struggle here. How you say, very powerful evil of great power threatens to destroy Underrail, and they could then get to us. Men who follow this evil, I heard they have big claws, like my first mother-in-law, sharp teeth like my second mother-in-law, and smell like, what is the word? Can't remember the word at this moment of inspirational speech. Are you talking about the Protectorate? No, not protect, destroy. You know, man, friend. I very angry when I heard, very angry. Sunt mu satrum, how you say, blow up of anger. I had to join Free Drones to help them. My heart is in the right place. What can you tell me about this place? I come here several months ago to fight Free Drones. I mean, for Free Drones. I got confused. I have totally different meaning when you say it like I say it the first time. People hear how you say mighty warriors, even women. I surprised. In Shinyakovo Ludilo, women not fight. Women clean, cook, wash our feet, and shut up when we tell them. Here they talk when they like. Crazy. It derailed. Oh boy. Kokoschka's culture would not fly very well on the modern internet. I never had a chance to ride into battle yet, but when I do, I'll break enemies in four. Kresno Boshko. Till then, I make friends here. I make many okay friends, some very bad friends who put stuff in my food, so I had to spend 3 hours squatting in toilet. And one very most best friend, Julia, my darling. What can you tell me about the lurkers? When I first come here, I met one lurkers. He very ugly, say he kill me with knife, but I kill him. I break him in four. He was a Glopakya. How we say it means someone who is so weak he can be knocked over by just blowing some air from mouth into his face. I mean, it's good you have a word for that entire phrase. But not all lurkers weak, others terrible how you say. Monsters. Kill people and cut them up into tiny, tiny, tiny pieces of flesh. I don't want to meet another one. One is enough. I'd like to ask you about the people here. I answer with gladness. What can you tell me about Darling? She is my very most best friend. She very good woman. She work good. She very beautiful. Oh, she is. She work over there in, how you say, area of eating, and I come and look at her, talk to her, carry heavy stuff that breaks my spine for her. Ah, women. The boomer bomber. Yeah, it gets pretty hype. Listen, I tell you secret, Bacon, but you don't tell no one, okay? I've been, married 6 times so far, and if I marry a 7th time, I would like it to be Julia, my darling. I love her. I would kill a Grizzlzug, the most greatest of great beasts. Grr, I kill it with my bare hands for her if, how you say, the need is necessary. Listen, you don't say this to anyone, or I get very mad, okay? We in deal? What can you tell me about Beckett? Beckett very cool. He called me bastard when he meet me, and I become offended. How you say, why you call me bastard? I ask, he smiles. Haha. But I don't find joke funny. He tells me he calls everyone bastard, and it is a joke only. I start laugh so much I had to use toilet. Once I met him better, I see he cool, even if he calls me bastard. Can you tell me about Mora? Mora brings supplies for us. She good for a woman. I very surprised when I saw. There's much capable woman here, some more than men. In my station, that's not case. I don't know what to think. I confused. Maybe that's the reason I get married so many times. Women, they confuse me. Haha. Can you tell me about Trenton? Threatened one of our leaders. He very serious, very. I once called him bastard like Beckett calls me, but he just look at me with a not smiling face. Later, my darling tell me he got called from North Underrail, and they tell him he do bad. So that's why he angry. Why he always not funny? Men can't take joke with him, but he good leader. Remind me of father's leader from Chigniokovo Ludulo. Salam Shugar Bulyeni Prisnov III. He also good leader, and not funny. What do you tell me about Bait? I think Bait very good Shovek. He is good at leading as well as drinking. George tell me about how they sit down and get drunk like Blaz Plony. Got other questions. Why were you married 6 times, Kokoshka? Oh, it is great shame. I don't like talk about it. Where I from, to be married so many times not considered good. Not for a family man. I won't tell anyone my lips are sealed, and besides, I think you'll feel a bit better if you open your heart a little. Open heart surgery? Like with Dr. Knife? As in confide in others. Talk about private things you wouldn't tell just anyone. Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. But I can't. I trust you, but I just can't. We can talk something else. It okay? We might come back for that. You mentioned a great beast called Grizorzig. Care to come and tell me more about it? Ah, yes, Grizorzig. A great beast indeed. Grr. It is a big creature, bigger than the hound rats, and it is a hairy creature. Hairier than my third mother-in-law's mustache. Grizorzig walk on all fours and has one mouth in its front side and one in its rear side. Yes, it can bite on both sides, and bite hard, because each mouth is filled with big and, how you say, taser sharp teeth that grow outward. One tooth grows between other when teeth close, yes, you understand? Are you trying to say it has a mouth for a butt? No, mouth, not butt. As saying goes, mouth is mouth, and butt is butt. But it has mouth where butt is on normal animals. Grizorzig not normal. If it had eyes where near its rear mouth would, it would be symmetrical when looked at from the side. You see, in my language, grizz means to bite, and because Grizorzig can bite on both sides with much power and little consideration for victims' welfare, it is the reverse of grizz on the other end. Zerg and O in the middle connects them. Oh, yeah, Grizorzig, okay. It looks like in mirror, how you call it here? A palindrome, yes. Palindrome. Yes, palindrome. No, palindrome. 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 Yes, palindrome. I get it now. I good at language. Very good. Now, can a Grizorzig eat with both of its mouths? Oh yes. We even have saying, you so hungry you eat through chair. Get it? Because Grizorzigs always hungry and cannot sit in chair like we do because of their rear mouth is... Yes, you get it. He grins from ear to ear. But if Grizozergs, that's probably the better way, have mouths where their butt should be, how do they defecate? They have exit in middle. Never try touch it. I think I've heard enough about Grizozergs. Is there something else I want to talk to you about? Yes. Do you recognize this? Show him one Zlatoria bill. He looks at the bill and responds with a light in his eyes. It's Zlatoria. Not the money we use in Fatherland. He points his finger in the face depicted in the bill. Look, this is Nadbozhvod Jarkov Muknik, our leader, or how you say the alpha male of the house. Huh. I already told you Nadbozhvod. His title, yes. It's still better than Overgeneral by so much. Where do you find this money? Well, that intelligence option is probably going to be a problem. I acquired them during a short visit, to your fatherland. You visited my home, but why? I went through a reality rift with my drunken friend and we ended up there. That like train, you were drunk too? Yes. Ha ha ha, no good if. You spend time in fatherland drunk, then that means you had a good time and that you a real man, a real Shovek. Anyway, where can I exchange this money for Karens? Do you know anyone that would do that for me? Could you do it? Well, I can help you. I will return to fatherland one day after I break my enemies in four here. So we use money. How much do you have? Uh, yep, if you have enough, and you do need a lot, you can totally talk your way out of that, so congratulations. Technically, you don't defeat him, though. He's just like, you talk well. I'll come back for you later. I am a millionaire. That is very little money. You are not like million money people in South Underrail. Here, million coins live like Nadbojvod himself. Better. In Fatherland, live like zone men from Core City. If you have quadrillion, then you say, how we say, can eat whole pigs, drink kozol to your belly pop, buy clothes that look good on a shovek, eat some more whole pigs, stain clothes with pig smear by accident, have maid wash it, and have maid... and you will still have enough money left in the train until you reach your house from the other side. That is when you reach. Yeah. Basically, if you're max level, it's pretty easy to do all the in-game checks. Let me calculate in my head. One coin is 20,000. Yes. Okay, I have about 150 coins I could exchange. I will sell you one coin for 2 Zlotoya bills. That is 20,000 Zlotoyas. Only 150? That amount is barely worth the trouble. But I need some coins while I'm here. I can't give you all the coins to you, even though I like you. Not all of them, of course, but I'd be pleased you could set aside 100 Karens more for me. He sighs. Well, alright. I will exchange 100 more, even though my coin man purse is going to be very light. But all this is for our cause anyway, so when we win it will be worth it, yes? Okay, so that is 250 coins I have for exchange, haha. 200 bills for 100 Karens. Here you go. I have 150 coins left for exchange. Oh, I have another 200. Here you go. I have 50 coins left for exchange. And, here's another 100 bills. Here you go. He hands you your Karens. I am out, sorry. No more coins. And no more convincing to add more coins. Coin man purse is too light. That's your rifle. Aka, my pushka. We'll talk about it later. Okay, let's save. Dos Zdelovajnya. I mean, goodbye. About your rifle. Oh, here goes my good friend Bacon. How you say, hello, how is it calling? That's your rifle. Mind if I borrow it for a while? Looks fun to shoot. But I need my Aka to people. Big battle's coming up. Later. Maybe I'll let you touch it later. Okay, so that's all you're going to say. Your approach prompts the woman to pull out the almost completely burned cigarette out of her mouth and smile. It's a good-natured smile, all right, but a somewhat lifeless one. It appears weighted down, fatigued. After a swift movement of her yellowish fingers, one of which is missing its nail, the cigarette is placed back into her mouth, lighting up one final time. Smoke escapes her nostrils and mouth, spraying the air between you, after which she puts the cigarette out, pressing it a few times against the ashtray before its glow finally dies. Look, you decided to finally pay us a visit. I'm Julia, darling. Pleasure to meet you, Chief. You hungry? Thirsty? Sure, let's look at what you got. Nothing. Oh, well. We'll get this for, for John. Pay for that. What can I get you, Bacon? Why'd you join the Free Drones? I I used to live in North Underrail with my family. Even though it seems like ancient history to me, it's only been 4 or 5 years ago. Time flies. I don't know if you've ever been there, Chief, but it's the heart, the engine of the Protectorate machinery. Everything was a bit more civilized in contrast to what it is here, but the cans are slowly working towards equalizing it. Take that statement as you will. Give me 1 second. Okay, I just need to look on something real quick. Let's continue. The facts, however, are that one day they decided that my family was helping the anarchists and rebels, and simply took them away. I managed to evade capture somehow, and heck, ended up joining those anarchists my family and I were accused of being part of. The irony. After finding out my family was executed for collaborating with an anarchist movement, I relocated to South Underrail. It was too much for me. I had to get out of there. I had to. And here I am, feeding the freedom fighters. She smiles. I'm a great cook. That's what I hear. And I also heard that I'm a great listener, too. Don't know. Hungry mouths aren't picky. That I'm sure. About the second, again, don't know if that's also true. At the end of the day, what I'm doing here isn't so bad. Might not be a fighter, but heck, someone needs to feed those who are. I'm pleased. What can you tell me about the lurkers? Nothing you haven't heard before. Band of psychopaths who just happen to be our neighbors. Heck, Chief, I hate to admit this, but I'm scared to death by them. More than the Protectorate, that's for sure. The cans are like a cliche totalitarian regime. Like a story that offers no surprises, no excitement, a chore to read, but for some reason you are forced to do it. Lurkers are equally predictable in a way, but also unpredictable, if that makes sense. You know, they are there, but you don't know exactly where. And you know what they want to do, and you hope they don't catch you. Okay. Can you tell me about Beckett? He's a resident, got everything you need merchant. He's got anything you need, she smiles. He tends to brag a lot about it, though. Bastards, if it wasn't for me, you'd all be fighting with your fists. Well, Beckett, I'm glad that you take care of everything yourself. I'm sure Moira and Melvin never risk their lives for your supplies. What can you tell me about Kokoschka? Wow, yeah, she actually said it straight. Kokoschka. Bam, nailed it, she smiles. I've been practicing saying his name for months. He was ecstatic when I pronounced it right the first time. I remember meeting him for the very first time. I immediately thought, he's a living foreigner cliche. Odd customs, childlike fascination with things new to him here, ancient opinions. He told me that he's surprised women here talk even when not allowed, haha. And now he's in love with me. I know it. I can see it. Heck, he's not a subtle person, Chief. Actually, I think everyone knows it. Rosa teases him a lot about that, which creates amusing situations. Trust me. Can you tell me about Mora? I'm glad she's back from Junkyard, and thank you, Chief, for pulling her out of there. Being captured by the Protectorate feels worse than death itself to most of the people here. We fight for freedom, after all. She needs some time off, but I'm sure she'll spring back in action in no time. Tell me about Trenton. So you met Corbin? Nice. He's one of the free drone leaders, together with Alvin Bate. Let me tell you, Trenton's a great strategist. He can sit down, meticulously study maps, and Protectorate movement for days until he produces a perfect plan. It's like you don't see him for a while, on several occasions, worrying us if he was alright, but then he shows himself, and heck, you know he came up with something good. On the other hand, his people skills are something he needs to work on, but his honesty and faith in the ideology and goals of the free drones are usually enough to get people going. Who can tell me about Bait? Bait is cool. I mean, he can just pop in and join any conversation with anyone, and you feel like like he's someone you knew for a very long time. He also has a good sense of humor. He can cheer up the crowd, especially if drinking is involved. She smiles. Heck, that's his way of motivating people, I guess. Bye, darling. Bye, Chief. Stay free. So if it wasn't clear, they do have a very clear desire for anarchy. And, their methods, you'll see their methods soon enough. Let's see, are you all generics? Game is done. Congratulations. I hope you had fun. Well, I think you did, but yeah. And I'm sure you'll replay it eventually because there's so many other things you can do in that game. Wow, can't believe you AFK'd for several hours. You see two men next to a table full of differently colored maps, some printed, some drawn by hand. A true strategic collage. One of the two men notices you enter and addresses you. Rated 8 out of 10. And think about it like this. If you were to actually have put the mods in it to fix the bugs, maybe it'd have been a 9 or a 10 for you, but I'm glad you enjoyed. And, well, now you know what a real Fallout game is like. You can also try the old ones, but they are definitely a different breed of game, so maybe they'd be your cup of tea, maybe they wouldn't. At least you'd maybe hit the enemies more frequently. Hello, Bacon, and welcome to the base. My name is Corbin Trenton, and the gentleman next to me is Alvin Bate. We are currently in charge of the South Underrail Free Drone cell. We don't have much to offer in terms of comfort, as you can see for yourself, but don't worry, once we win this bloody war, we will not be hiding in the underpassages anymore. It'd be 3 or 4. So here's the thing. 3 and New Vegas are so closely linked in terms of system that New Vegas, if you go from New Vegas to 3, 3 feels like just a step down. In addition, while the setting is infinitely better because it's in DC, the writing, has definitely got some room for improvement. 4's a mess. That's all I got to say about it, but I'm biased. And plus, 4 I do think has Steam mod support, so you might have an easier time working with it than, New Vegas. You mean there's more free drones out there? Indeed. What you see here is just a small part of a much bigger picture. We're not as strong in South Underrail as we are in the North, but we're working on it. That's where young people like you come in, kiddo. We need all the help we can get if we're going to confront the Protectorate. Before I forget, you should see Beckett, our supplier, and tell him I sent you. All newcomers get to choose their gear when they first arrive. You'll do that on your way out, because I've got a little errand for you. Alvin, you or me? Code vein? Anime Vampire Dark Souls is all I know. Hope it's fun. Let me know. Maybe it'll be something worth running for me later. I'll do it. Alright, kiddo. It's story time. A long time ago, in Junkyard. Alvin, please. Okay. He clears his throat. Ever since Protectorate came to Junkyard and established the United Stations Embassy, we had to form a small group of capable agents who will A. Keep an eye on whatever the cans are doing, and B. Try to counter the Protectorate brainwashing as much as possible, and various other tasks. They, the agents, are dug in a small hideout in the poorer section of Junkyard, and have operated without a hitch for some time. Your mission is simple. Go to Junkyard, find the hideout, explain how to get there in a moment, And then talk to Sarah. You've met her before. She's the woman who sent you here and is in charge of the whole junkyard operation. She'll give you some surveillance equipment they recovered, which needs to be brought here. Hutch is already on his way there. You might need a helping hand with carrying all that stuff. You'll draw less attention if you go one by one. What sort of equipment are we talking about? Unstable explosives. Just kidding, kiddo. It's some kind of high-tech communications equipment which will come in handy to us. Protectorate approved, he laughs. Who's Hutch? The man you passed when you entered the base, don't you remember? Come on, Corbin, he just got here. Too many names and faces to remember. By the way, Hutch volunteered to go to Junkyard. He wants to see Sarah. Laughs. Bless him. Alright, I'm ready to go. Just tell me how to get there. You've already met with Sarah in Junkyard, so you know how to reach it. Once you're in Junkyard, find Kareem's bar. There's a small alley just north of it, and once you're there, take the first door on the left. Knock 4 times, slowly, and they'll let you in. Now, you people really like to make things complicated. It was necessary. Take the equipment straight to Beckett once you get back. It might seem like a dull thing to do, haul equipment, that is, but someone's got to do it. Usually this is done by Mora, but she can't show her face in Junkyard anymore unless she wants to end up behind bars again. You understand? Take care, and stay free. Renton nods. So long and stay free. So, let's just pull this up real quick. Alright. So, we'll see about taking care of that real quick. And then I think we might call it for the evening. I think this was a pretty okay session. What you need? Mora told me to see you. Right. She arranged for you to get some extra gear, but shush, not a word to anyone about this. He laughs. Thanks for saving her. She's, a dear friend of mine, and it was difficult without her. I'm just glad she's with us again. Anyway, at the moment I can offer you some armor, some weapons, or if you're a psi kind of guy, some of that too. I saved beforehand, so let's see what kind of psi stuff. None of that. What about armor? Metal, leather, riot, tactical vest. I'm more interested in weapons. So we're going to go with what very easily can be sold, which is a sniper rifle, which will probably have high value. There you go. It gives you a sniper rifle. Trying to tell me to see about some gear? Yep, I've been told you'd come. At the moment, I can offer you some armor, some weapons, or if you're... So basically the same deal. So... And we're going to get another sniper rifle. There you go. So we got... Yeah. That's some disposable income if we ever had some. So yeah, the dude who we grilled for all the information, he's the one who went to go ahead and help us. So the funny thing about this is the warp point literally takes you like right outside their little cell, which makes it a pretty easy thing to do. So junkyard. And why is the door open? Barred from the other side. You know, I see a whole lot of doors, and they're all blocked from the other side. And then I see Hutch's corpse. Huh. Interesting. Be a shame if I went to the vent shaft and did nothing in this one because there's nothing here. But, be a shame if I went into the vent shaft. Okay, so these all just connect to the same one. I would like to point out that I am currently in stealth. There are a lot of vent shafts that, conveniently don't go anywhere that these doors are. Oh. Hey, look at that. What's going on over here? Oh, we got some protectorate dudes here. That's kind of weird, don't you think? Be a shame if we snuck in. Ah, he turned around. Right into nets. Actually, you know what? We can actually get around that. 1 second. So if we're not going to, engage the normal way... Oh, so I could have done it that way. Alright, well... Right in the throat. So that does weaken the bleed, I believe. But, looks good to me. And then Dirty Kick. And a miss. Also in regards to the rating... Rating early? Are you talking about Code Vein? Or New Vegas? Also, why is my fist... Why does the AP cost 10? Wasn't it supposed to be 9? New Vegas? Okay. Oh, I bet it's something with the equipment, actually. Yup, that is why. Whoopsie! Oh well, we got more agility, so... Okay. Well... Can't help with the AI. There we go. Time to ruin everybody's day! So interesting. Take that, we already capped on sold the tags. Probably gonna scrap the armor, but no harm in getting it all together. And I will take those flashbangs. So now we get to use our Hux key. Okay, now let's process the heavy junk. That's not even a good one. So is we will keep that one. We'll sell that one. And now our storage is back under controllable levels. Ooh. Okay. So I still have my gaming mouse, even though it never really got used super extensively. So that was one of my shortcuts that I accidentally nudged. Let's just process all of this. I'm gonna put on my combat shoes. That would be a bit better than the 2 agility, I would think. Okay, no, that should be everything. Now we want to process these. And those. And then pop those on that nice new riot overcoat that's going to bring us in a pretty penny. Yeah, value of 23. And you know what? Put that on that. That was my thing. And use the electrical kit on the fist. And there we go. All set. So, next on the agenda, I do believe there were no more vent shafts that had new locations. Yeah, because that just leads there, and I actually looked at everything here. Still, now that we have, now that we've seen what's in one of these rooms, it's, kind of... Oh, did you buy all the DLC? Yeah, they all ran out immediately. But, yeah, found Hutch and Sarah have been killed recently, by the looks of it. But, here's the anarchist symbol, a well-known Circle A symbol, which represents anarchism, worth 3 oddity points. So that puts us at more than halfway to the next level. No? Huh. Must have a bunch of free stuff then, which is interesting. And we'll take the overcoat. And we'll take the shield. And the sniper rifle. So that's Hutch's corpse. And grab the things off of her. The ones that are worth it anyway. Take the adrenaline. And that. But yeah, I find it weird that they just, immediately come out. Because it's like, dude, I've been in stealth this whole time. It's a bit rude, don't you think? And so they're not actually over here, per se. But you can see them all over here. Ready and whatnot. What we're going to do is come right here and close that. And we're going to circle around. Like, if they want to be cheeky and do that, we can be cheeky too. There are only 2? Huh. I figured there'd be more than 4 total. I also figured I wouldn't miss. Well, that's an unfortunate location to be in. We'll neutralize this one. And then line of sight the sniper. Or I can just kill the sniper. It's line of sight if you kick him in the nuts, right? Oh, excuse me. Or the lack of nuts. Take those, those. Take that. Yeah, she had some nice stuff on her. And he has some nice stuff on him. And there we go. Weight is resolved. And here's the rest of this entire cell. Just, murdered and stuffed in a room. Which, can we appreciate how creepy it is that someone could just sit in a room full of corpses like that and be cool with it? Go ahead and recycle that. And then I guess turn it into a repair kit. And then I guess repair... Oh yeah, that's easy. So yeah, sniper rifles, usually the best value, along with shotguns. Usually merchants will not do any degree of precision desires on that front. It is usually 100% just firearms. For everything else, there's crossbows. What an easy quest. Wait, that's the wrong one. Lower Underrail passages. Oh boys, I've got some bad news for you. Speak. The Protectorate found out about the hideout. They ambushed me there, but I made it out alive. What? What happened to Hutch, Sarah, and the rest? They're gone. I'm sorry. Trenton bites his lip, and his stare shifts towards the ceiling. As he lowers his head back, he speaks. How did those pigs find out? There's nothing we could have done. We're blind and deaf in junkyard now. Oh, we are, but the Kens are not. They knew Bacon was coming and ambushed him. That's what you just said, right? That is correct. And this is the final proof. There's a spy in our ranks. This is not the first time this had happened, Bacon. We've already had several suspicious protectorates somehow knew we were there situations. He sighs. You're right, I'm afraid. They have a serious problem. If the Cans really have a spy here, then they know about the whole plan. We have to move fast, Alvin, or else we risk everything we've worked so hard for. What's this plan you'd mentioned? Exactly 6 months ago, the three of us, Alvin, Marcella, and I, devised a plan which would completely paralyze Protectorate machinery in South Underrail. Since you came here, we've lost a critical hideout and junkyard. We've lost many good men and women, and foremost, friends. We are also absolutely positive there is a traitor within our ranks ever since you came here. Don't worry, I have full faith in your loyalty. You couldn't have possibly known all about all these things, about our plans, and after all, we've had our own doubts for some time before your arrival. Because of this, the less people know about what we're about to do, the better. First, allow me to explain the situation. I'm just going to shut up and listen. As you know, South Underrail is divided into the lower Underrail, where we are now, the upper Underrail, which is above us, naturally. The Protectorate's largest base in the region, Fort Apogee, is located in Upper Underrail, and it is virtually untouchable. It is their main base in South Underrail, and as such is heavily defended and out of our reach at the moment. Meanwhile, in Lower Underrail, the South Railroad Outpost and the Junkyard Embassy below it are not, and that makes them much more viable targets. Now, you might ask, can't the Protectorate send troops to reinforce these locations? Well, yes and no. If we exclude small transition points, Lower and Upper Underrail are only connected by Core City, and due to the political situation there, as well as the logistical problems of transporting personnel and equipment through such an inconvenient location, makes it very difficult to reinforce something as remote as SRO effectively. Because of this, the Cans are trying to establish a large troop elevator that is to connect Upper and Lower Underrail. With it, they'll be capable of reinforcing SRO with relative ease and further ease their expansion to the south. This cannot be allowed to happen. Fortunately, the elevator is not fully operational yet, but we expect its completion fairly soon. Based on all this, the plan is as follows. Our main target is South Railroad Outpost. Cut off, the Junkyard Embassy will be easy pickings, and the Protectorate influence in Junkyard will be gone, but in order to do that, it is necessary to sabotage the elevator first. With it taken care of, the only way to get down here is through Core City. As I've said, that will take too much time. Sure, they might be able to pull some troops to defend SRO, but nothing really significant, we hope. After the elevator is sabotaged, we take out SRO, and with the exclusion of small garrisons, we basically control Lower Underrail. That's it. It seems simple, but it will be difficult to pull off, especially due to the fact that our hideout and junkyard is gone, and that we have a traitor within our ranks. That's why we must move quickly. We weren't planning on executing the operation yet, but now we're under serious pressure. I want you to take out this elevator as soon as possible. Once you're ready, come and see me. You mentioned Marcella. Who is she? Marcella Green was one of the sales leaders alongside Alvin and myself. I must admit that she was the charismatic one. She knew how to motivate people, how to make them believe they can overcome anything Protector throws at them, and end up victorious. It's something I really admired, and truthfully, I envied her for it. It's something I'll never be able to do. She disappeared without a trace about 2 months ago. She left the base for an unspecified reason and never returned. We searched for her, but as you can see, we haven't found her. Maybe she ran away? She's not a coward. That I can be certain of. Either something happened to her, or she's not on our side anymore. Yes, perhaps she is the spy. It would be logical. On the other hand, we've had accidents where Protector had expected us happen even after she disappeared. We searched for bugs and other hidden equipment, but found nothing. I hope she hasn't betrayed us. Traitors are punished by death, and if we ever find her, we're going to have a long talk. What can you tell me about Bait? Alvin is a good leader, and while we run the cell together, at the moment I believe that even if something was to happen to me, he'd be able to command the base on his own without problems. He's one intelligent and capable man. At the same time, while he has a good sense of humor and knows how to approach and socialize with people, he can forget himself at times. It's just, he overdoes it from time to time, for the lack of a better term. So long as stay free. 1 point from the quest. Listen, kiddo, I know you're busy and all that, but I got something I'd like to talk with you about. It's pretty important. Let's hear it. I think you should know this, kiddo. You're part of the family now. One of our patrols was, well, ambushed by the lurkers. Only one man managed to escape, and he told us the rest were taken east, probably deeper into lurker territory. What do you want me to do? Well, I'd like to send an army to raise the lurkers and rescue our fighters, but we're short on people, as always, so I'm looking for volunteers to go into lurker territory and look for the captured fighters. I'm not cold-hearted. I know our men and women, despite being really brave, are very uncomfortable when it comes to fighting lurkers. I understand it. Lurkers are monsters. So I reckon I'll ask volunteers first, instead of just picking at random who should go and look for free drones that could already be dead. So what's your take on this? I'm up for it. If there's even a slight chance our brothers and sisters are alive, I say we should go for it. Excellent. Lurkers have a large encampment east of our base. I'm thinking that's the most probable place to take the captives to, but nothing is certain. Are there more volunteers, or am I the only one? Frankly, it's been a mess here since it happened, and I'm not sure how we're standing. I'll let you know when I find out more, kiddo. What can you tell me about Marcella? His stare turns sorrowful. Please, kiddo, I'd rather not talk about it. Marcella and I, we had something special. Look, I just can't talk about it right now. She disappeared 2 months ago, and it would be too painful for me if we found out she's been dealing with the Protectorate. Bloody cans. What can you tell me about Trenton? Corbin and I have known each other for years, kiddo. You have to spend some time with him to truly understand him. He seems, very stiff and formal, and at first glance he's often mistaken for being cold-blooded and emotionless, something that is more fitting of a Protectorate scumbag than a free drone. The truth is quite the opposite, however. He really cares about the free drone's ideology, but keeps all his troubles and worries to himself. Also, he's a brilliant strategist, just brilliant, unmatched by even the best the arrogant cans have to offer. Bye. I want to do one more thing. Gonna get you, Bacon. What can you tell me about Marcella? Marcella, she was one of our leaders. Bate, Trenton, and her were quite a ride, or quite a trio, she smiles. Bate and her were also quite a duo, if you catch my drift, Chief. What was that he called her? Muffin, right. I miss her too, just like many others. Heck, no one still knows what happened to her, but let's move on to brighter subjects. Bye, darling. Bye, Chief. Stay strong. All right. So, let's go ahead and save. So, I'm going to call it here. We made some good progress, took care of that hub, so at least all the narration is done. If I stream again today, which I don't see super likely, it will be Breath of Fire 3. Like here, I did some stuff off screen, but I'll explain that at the start of that stream. I'd say we're making really good progress overall. We're cleaning up a bunch of older quests that we could have tackled this whole time. Once we take care of a bit more, I'd say we can start tackling the DLC proper. And when we do that, we'll see some more progress as far as levels and whatnot. As far as a timeline for finishing this run, I believe this is session 20. I'll know when I start exporting it to YouTube. Bare minimal, I would say 10 more sessions, and that might be cutting it a little bit short. I would say 10 to 20 more sessions is not an unreasonable estimation. There's a good few quests. There's some stuff that might take a few retries just due to how it works out and stuff like that. But, we're getting there. Pardon me. As far as the base game content is concerned, we are getting a fair percentage done. And once we wrap up all of that, we can move to the DLC, which is pretty meaty. And it's something you would want to do prior to endgame. So I think we'll easily be level 22. We might be level 23 before we hit the DLC. And the DLC would probably kick us up to a solid 25 to 26. But that's for later. Thank you all for coming. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I would raid people, but there is... None of the usuals are there yet, and I haven't spoken with any of the people I could raid at the moment. So we're not going to try raiding tonight. We'll just leave it as it is for the time being. But thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy. If I do stream again, hope to see you there, and if not, sleep well when you go. Thanks again, everyone, and take care.